So it's gonna go in like this, and those brilliant. The ram's in the way. You are joking me. Okay, so I guess that means I can turn it around. I don't know, does it? Probably. Oops. Yeah, okay, it's going to fit that way. Unless that gets in the way. I think we'll be okay with that. It's close. There's this here, raised section. It is going to be close. I hope it's going to fit. I think it will. It's going to have to go that way. And that's got to reach over here somewhere, no problem with that. Plus the two fans, that's not good, is it? Right, so we're going to have to move the motherboard in order for these holes to be made visible around the back. Now, I'll unscrew the screws first. 9 of these. What do we call that? 8. Nine. I assume this is not an issue. Oh, it's the back plate. Ha ha! I'll take off the back plate. How do we do that? I can't remember. Oh, perhaps don't take off the back plate. Okay. Good. Just bunny. Oh well, that's actually good. All I've got to take off, it seems, is this connector and maybe that one. And I guess I can leave those. I can pull it up this way and get to the back. Okay, so we'll pull off this. How far can I lift that, I wonder, without taking anything off, any more off? Quite a way. I can get to the back probably. You guys want me to see. I'm going to get somebody else to help unhold that. I am. I think we're probably in business here. So I'll have to check one of the videos I've been watching, but as far as I can see, it's a case of putting on the cooler. Got a little tube of it somewhere that came with the device, pushing through the holes and making contact there. My first step is to get the put the gunge on. I can't remember how I did this the first time. From what I've heard, there's a line method and a dot method. This is probably more of a blob method, but from what I understand, you only need a little bit in the middle, like that. I will think is probably easily enough. In fact, it's perhaps too much. Now I've gone off the edge there. We'll just clean that off. I've now got to stick the cooler on, lift up the motherboard with some help, and put the screws in the other side. Actually, I'm going to take out the power cable, I think, which is here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put this on the blob now, and I'm going to take off the protective cover, which is like that. Isn't that beautiful? It's got to go this way, and hope that all the things go in the holes. Which they don't seem to want to do. I think that's it. So we're going to lift it, got some help, like that, and hold it on so that I can get at least a finger tight screw. Oh, screw, back plate, which goes on that way. This might be a bad idea. Oh, surely it has to go on that way. Surely. Right, bit of luck, I can just get 4 of these on. That's one. Do them opposite diagonals. You want to see this? Two. Brilliant, that's 3. Last one. That's 4. And use the little socket nut thing that comes with it, just to finger tighten it now. And do the star method, go across diagonally. Okay, finger tight. I'm just going to tighten it a bit tighter with a screwdriver, which I'll have to go and get. Okay. Alright, done. All tight. I'll just put them in some goes for the back plate. And then we can put the screws back. There she goes. Whoa. Well, here's the result. You can see the mounting the back plate on the motherboard. We had to, as you saw, I had to get a second pair of hands to hold everything in place, and it was very tricky. But it's done now, and the motherboard's just back on with the 4 screws in the corners just to hold it while I check. Everything's okay, which seems to be. I've still got to reconnect things, so we'll do that shortly, and fingers crossed everything will work. What a pity though that Coolermaster didn't make their case with a bigger hole at the back, so that that sort of dodgy procedure of, well, I guess it was me shortcutting by not taking the motherboard out, so it's my fault in a way, but just what a pity it wasn't a bigger hole. So there we are, all back together and everything working. My one remaining concern was that the bottom edge of the cooler would catch this this fan here, the top of this fan. But I've had that side back on. I'll put it back on again in a sec, and it clears it, so there's no problem at all. Absolutely brilliant.